Alright guys, today we're going to be doing some welding on the Datsun. The car is boost creeping from 13 psi up to 16. So we got a new wastegate, a 44 millimeter Turbo Smart wastegate, and hopefully that's going to fix the problem. Right now I'm running this 38 millimeter tile wastegate, and I don't think it's flowing enough exhaust. Alright, here's the parts that we're going to be using today. Got this 44 millimeter Turbo Smart wastegate, some flanges here, stainless 2-inch elbow, just a piece of 3-inch pipe, a couple of gaskets, a new flange. We're also going to mod the down pipe today. So I'm probably going to have to modify this dump tube. Yeah, I'm definitely going to, because it needs a V-band now as well for the Turbo Smart, so that's going to happen. So it looks like I lost a gasket there. That explains what all the soot is doing on the side of my car. So yeah, it was going to have to come off anyway. Now it's just getting upgraded. Got him. Alright, so first things first, I'm just going to lop this off with a cutoff wheel. And then I'm probably going to go outside to my shop in my backyard and take an angle grinder and grind this clean a little bit and fit this. Because I don't have an air compressor up here. Alright, not the cleanest cut I've ever made, but it's off. Just going to mark the outside here just to try to get a rough idea of where this thing's going to sit. I want to give myself as much space at this top side as I possibly can because it's going to be super tight. This is going to be a pain in the ass. Going out back. Ooh, peep the record collection, looking nice. Damn. Alright, so. It's a cool car. Another project. LS4 swap. I'll probably start doing some videos on this pretty soon. But yeah, today we're talking about the Datsun. Although I do work on cars back here, this shop is mainly for woodworking projects. Like that table that's right there. Yeah, I'll probably eventually shrink the woodworking equipment a little bit just to make some more space. I think I'm going to put a 4-post lift back here and maybe a 2-post here, and then just kind of put the woodworking stuff in the front here and just make it so that way I can move it around and get cars in and out when I need to. All right, so it's a lot closer. Now I'm gonna take a angle grinder and start opening it up a little bit.
Two hours later.
All right, I had to take a little break and charge the GoPro up, but we're back at it. There's a new opening. It's all cleaned up, ready for some weld. This is gonna go in there, like that. It's gonna have a little gap in it so I can get some penetration in there. For now, I'm just gonna tack it on and fit the manifold back to the car to see how the wastegate's gonna sit. I might have to cut this pipe a little bit on the other side up here to make space for the wastegate. All right, so it's pretty tight in here. And the problem is the wastegate is like right up against this. Yeah, so there's just not a lot of space for the wastegate. You know, it's kind of jammed up against this. There's brake lines under there that are gonna get in the way of the downpipe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to cut about 1 inch off of this and actually, I'm gonna cut about 1 inch off on the inside here and not quite an inch off the outside, so that way it'll kick the wastegate in just a little bit, and we're gonna move it forward about 3/4 of an inch. All right, now I'm just gonna take a Sharpie and mark how much of this I think I need to remove in this first pass. Gonna do the same thing where I'm just gonna take off a little bit less rather than a little bit more and try to sneak up on the perfect fit. So this is what everything looks like now that I got it back from my powder coater. I had him Cerakote pretty much the whole hot side here. Everything turned out really nice.
It's nice!
And it's time to put it back on the car. Alright, got the turbo manifold on. It's nice and tight. Here's a little Garrett turbo. I say little, but it's good for like 550.
Stop the cap.
Absolutely no shaft play. In good condition. Worked great before I took it apart. Hopefully it continues. So this is what a new wastegate elbow looks like. And that's the manifold installed, obviously. New wastegate installed. All right, so this is what it looks like now that everything is gone back together. I think it turned out really nice. Next step is to drop the car off at the tuner. So this is what it looks like now that it's back from the dyno.
Double pipe.
My tuner put that intake manifold on for me.
Double pipe.
Injectors. He made a new charge pipe over there. New throttle body. He also installed a RB25 transmission, brand new trans. And he tuned the car. The car made 534 horsepower.
Double pipe.
And that's all it'll do. This turbo won't flow any more than that. So that's where my bottleneck is. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is for now. The car feels incredible. He actually found 50 horsepower in the mid-range. Which makes the car feel completely different. And I'm happy with it for now, the way it is. I got other cars to build, so I'm probably going to leave this one alone mechanically for a while. And maybe I'll start digging into something else.